world of crypto, what greed can reign. Mitecoin is different, it's not the same. Every transaction chases a dream. Mitecoin is the future, it's not just me. Mitecoin movement, join us and see. It's all about M 2015. We're not here to hoard or to keep it tight. Our community is generous, and that's dynamite. In the world of crypto, what greed can reign. Mitecoin is different. Every transaction chases a dream. Mitecoin is the future, it's not just me.
Hey everybody, welcome to another Saturday night Mitecoin Match'em stream. As always, please let me know if you can hear this. I know I was asking about the intro music. Now I just was kind of messing around with some audio on my end, and obviously I get nervous doing it during this time. So anyway, I just wanted to as always double check, make sure you can hear me now as I say the regular weekly spiel. You're going to hear me talk about some numbers, prices of crypto, buying and selling maybe, but don't ever get your financial advice from me. Instead, do your own research, and hopefully that, you listen to people way smarter than me. So with that said, I got all the technical stuff out of the way. I'm going to, as you can probably hear, I forgot to turn the AC off, so you may hear a little background noise. I'll see if I can be a ninja and shut that down, but let's find out what's going on here. We had some bigger guesses, higher guesses obviously, and it decided to, out of everything, it looks like it decided to stay down at 161.46. Hit enter, and as you all can see, Willie was the closest at $1.72. And that means that we have no winner, and that means that we're looking at a hundo next week. That's exciting. I don't remember exactly what the highest was. I want to say maybe Willie won the highest one ever. So maybe he's just warming up. But yeah, we've obviously got some numbers to talk about because, if you were here last Saturday night, or if you check your crypto at all, you're going to realize that things look quite a bit different than they did last time we got together. So yeah, it's kind of a big deal. But before we take care of the numbers and things like that, I do want to talk about our 2015 for Sean last week. He got 600,000 from me because it was a rollover, and he had 6 of you that were generous enough to bless him with some more. So he ended up with 1.55 million, and based on my, and actually it's definitely a little bit higher now. But when I ran my numbers to get ready for tonight, for playing this silly game, picking a card, it's a little over $25 that goes into his wallet. And here's the deal, right? If you can, I want everybody to realize this. When you guys get gifted and the community blesses you, the fellowship blesses you, absolutely you have every right, and it's totally, if everybody's doing it well, or per plan, I should say, it's all well to be generous. It's always good to be generous, but the top level ninja plan, or at least the way it works brilliantly inside my head, is that when we bless one another, even if it's with $1 or $2, if I go on and buy $2 or even $100 and send it off to somebody, the idea is that it's okay if they cash out and they go buy whatever they want to buy with that, because the mindset is that nobody else's investment got hit because they're just taking out what somebody else put in for them. The real spice comes in if they don't need that money, or if they feel like they want to hold on to that, then it gets exciting, because then you don't know when the market's going to go crazy and do kind of what it did this week. But anyway, so congratulations to Sean. A little over $25, and that's exciting. So let's talk about some numbers before I go into my real nervous mode. And I told Andrea that I'm going to try to play something tonight. Been working on something, and I told you guys a little bit about it before. But let's talk about numbers. Solana, guys, are you kidding me? I'm assuming if you've been, I hope you are, I really do. I mean, I know I post some things, not just on Solana, on XRP, and on Bitcoin. I obviously could be wrong, but guys, crypto is some form of crypto is going to be norm in 5 to 10 years, I think, maybe sooner. And so I hope that all of you are kind of just tracking it, and even if you're not in all of them, which you can't be. But anyway, so last time we got together, Solana was 147, so it was below 148, 147.62. And just to show you how crazy it moves, when I shut off when I stopped looking to get ready for the stream, it was at 160.31, and I think it was like 161 something. So guys, it's up over 8%. Our market cap was 56,850 last Saturday night. It's over 63,000 now. Both our wallet, our Mitecoin to US dollars, up 10 point, almost 11% from last week. So that's exciting. 300,000 Mitecoin is still, this was crazy, it's still under $5. Sean, who won this match, in the M2015, of course, portion, but that's over $25 just in last week's blessing. So hopefully that's something that you can explain to the people in your circle, and they can get excited about it and realize it's it's definitely not trying to steal their fortune and their life savings from them. I just want to engage and kind of have a fun place to learn about crypto for sure. So those are the numbers. And we obviously, as you'll see when I put up the match'em board, you're going to see a lot of ugly red little dancing turds laughing at everybody. And so I guess I'm always thinking, and I know I shared this a week or so ago. I think it was a question about what's one of our old hobbies that we used to do, and that kind of got me down the metal detecting thing, and my brain wouldn't shut off. So with that said, this is where I get a little nervous. We had a little bit of a mess up today. I invested in a camera to capture some footage, to kind of create some content, to hopefully get some interest in Mitecoin. And so I tried to learn it, and I had it on, and I spent, an hour and a half out in the park. And I came back, I looked at them, and there was I thought, all right, I can work with this stuff. Put it on a memory stick or onto my wife's laptop and uploaded it, put that card back into the camera, and continued to delete all 19 files that I recorded, thinking, I don't need to look at them and save them. I mean, they're obviously on the internet now. And that's when I found out that they failed to upload all of them. And so I don't have a lot. And so what I wanted to do is I want to give you guys a sneak peek. I know it's exciting, right? It's definitely a little bit longer than that I plan to use on social media. But I just want to give you guys, just to get a feel of what I'm going to try to be doing. Like I said, this is a little bit longer. And so before I transition over there, this is my, I don't, you won't hurt my feelings if you can't hear it. If you can't see it well, because like I said, I'm not a camera expert. I literally was scrambling before the stream tonight. So I'm going to let this play. It's going to have some audio. Hopefully you guys can see it. But like I said, if you will not hurt my feelings, if you jump in the chat, let me know you can't hear it or see it. I will just stop it, and then I will share my thoughts about about it afterwards. So, all right. So, a little nervous. Here we go. Check it out.
Let's see what we got. Open it up. Kinda, not that I want to find trash, but I want everybody to realize it's kind of like crypto. You don't know what you're going to get. Unless, of course, it's Mitecoin. It might be our first trash. We'll see. Sounds like it's a little garbagey. Let's see. Kind of wondering about anybody walking by and seeing me talking to myself. There we go. Now we find it. What's it gonna be? Hopefully this comes out okay. Okay, I missed it. Hey, what do we got? Guys, I'm telling you, it's a nickel. So we've got a quarter, dime, a penny, and a nickel with no trash yet. It's a good sign for Mitecoin Metal, guys. Just saying.
So that's it. That's the Mitecoin Metal intro, right? And like I said, I don't know. I'm excited not only because I love to metal detect, but so here's the deal. There's the chunk of money, and I didn't include the trash, and I found a truck, and I'm a little upset because I think I made a really funny comment because I thought it was kind of junk, and so as soon as I saw like headlights coming out, I turned on the camera and said maybe it's a Lambo. But anyway, so here's the deal, guys. I think it's pretty cool. I think that they could get some traction because the concept that like over $5, right? And I literally was not out very long. I was just this is combined from the last week. I think I told you guys that I was excited. And then I went out today to try my new camera. But guys, it's over $5 that literally was in the dirt, lost. And now we're gonna turn it into digital currency, and we've got some options. On my notes here, obviously I wanted to show you that sneak peek, let you guys know it's a little over $5. But we've got some exciting stuff to think about, like what as a group, and I don't want to be, I guess I want you guys to, no silver, Patey. That would be sweet. Just all new stuff. But guys, I guess I'm open for suggestions, right? I mean, ideally, so one of the big things about, crypto in general, but definitely meme coins is, why is there a reason for anybody to keep buying it, right? Well, guess what? I mean, I'm literally just digging up money out of the ground. And even if it's just to put into Mitecoin at first, right? So I can guarantee you guys, right? Any of you that are hurt, are upside down in Mitecoin, and I know that there's a wide range of people that are in Mitecoin right now. Not many people, but there's a wide range of people sitting. Meaning, some people got in crazy early. And I guess I forgot. I haven't really looked at this number lately because of the hits we've taken, but since launch, okay, Mitecoin is still up over 3,000%. Okay, are you kidding me right now? 3,000%. Okay, so that there are some people that have got in way early. Okay, so their wallets, guys, I understand that they are going to have juice basically forever, and I mean they have a lot, and I get that. And I also know that there are people that came in later and that are upside down, and that it pains me. But what I'm saying is that, so if there's a reason, the only way that somebody's going to get their money back is if more people come in and buy, right? That's the nature of a meme coin. In a regular meme coin, they're basically waiting for new blood to come in so that the people that were kind of patient and got in high last time, they can hit the door, right? Because they just basically survived the trenches. And then when the new group comes in, they're hitting the door, and then the new group has to wait until somebody comes in. Well, guess what? I'm telling you that I'm going to try my hardest to get some traction on this Mitecoin Metal. I've got already 10, 11, 12 TikToks made up. I am by no means a TikTok expert. I'm going to be asking my assistant tonight on what sort of stuff to add to those TikToks. But I think it's kind of cool that, and I hope that people will kind of like realize the novelty or the irony, I guess. I don't know what word it is. Something that we're taking old money right out of the dirt and we're literally turning it into cryptocurrency. So, guys, I hope that's and I wish I would say this. Yes, I will absolutely kind of lay it on you guys that I need your help when it starts hitting Facebook. If you're on X, when it starts hitting X, if you're on TikTok, make sure you hate to be one of those guys, but like and subscribe, right? That's how it works. Andrea just sent me a TikTok today. I haven't even had a chance to look, go in and try to, definitely I'll try to tag him if I can, but he had a great idea. He said, what happens if we create a group of like 10,000 dads and once a week, we just randomly select one dad to all send $1 to. And Andrea sent me that and she's like, sound familiar? So guys, it's not, I know it's weird, right? But anyway, this is kind of a neat crypto way of thinking that. And so, I'm asking your guys for your help to if you see a clip, if you see something, even if you're not comfortable telling somebody in person about it, hopefully you can share it, you can pass it on, things like that. It's a big help. And it's, it's kind of like fishing for a fish in the river, right? There's a lot of people that are scared of crypto that haven't even embraced it, don't even know about it. And yeah, I want them to enjoy Mitecoin, the Mitecoin Fellowship, but I don't know, probably 3 years ago, I sent out kind of a group letter to my family, my siblings, because I don't know, we don't really talk that stuff. And I just wanted to let them know that, hey, if you're not familiar with crypto, you may want to at least check it out because it can be life-changing. And so that's my suggestion to you as well. Do your own research, of course. But, so anyway, I'm excited about Mitecoin Metal. I'm excited that I just, again, my brain was going crazy today when I'm detecting on different ways that I can, play on that and get people wondering what that is and maybe get them interested in what we're doing at Mitecoin. So, and of course, if we do get some people that show up, I'm going to ask that, especially you guys, you faithful ones that are plugging in every Saturday, which I appreciate tremendously. Not to lean in on you more, but I guess I'll lean in on you more because you're all I got. But yeah, you see somebody show up, welcome them, kind of touch base, make a connection with them. I consider this a safe place online, and some of you that may not be in other meme coins like Discord or Telegram groups, some of them they don't roll maybe the same way we do, and it's not. I'll just say it's not quite as family friendly. So, with that said, we do have to talk about some bad news. As exciting as the Mitecoin Metal is, then we have this situation, and that ain't good. That is a whole lot of, I guess, yeah, you're getting laughed at. Basically, the turd people are like, what is up, people? You guys won't even want free money or what? So we are going to have to bet as fast as we can get through this and find out if one of you can somehow pull this out, okay? I need some help. And round one vote, we're going to find out if it's red or black. We've got my lands. I don't even know. I wouldn't even know which I forgot how to count. I know that there was 135, and then we had somebody jump in, picked one, so I got rid of 5. So there's still 130 versus you guys, and you guys are outnumbered. So do your work. Not that it matters. Oh, I guess I'll tell you this story after we cast this vote. Oh, come on. After all this, you're not going to tie on me, are you? Give everybody a chance. Somebody's got to break this tie. I guess I'll end it. And what is it going to be? 6 votes. All right. Well, as always, we're going to do one more. Round 1 revote. A 1 and a 2. And we'll try this party one more time. So yeah, you can decide if you're gonna, somebody else is gonna change their vote and somebody else is gonna change their vote. So much suspense. But like I said, I got a kind of a interesting story. I'll tell you. We'll see how this plays out. And we're gonna end it. We had 6 votes last time. Wow, somebody showed up, and number 1 is the big winner. And I will say that when I think I've told you this before, I have no idea which card is under. I mix them up myself because I like to find out when you guys do. But I will say that when my hands were ready to put them under, there was a little fleck on the desk. So I kind of used that card to move it. And so actually, when I went to first put them under, this card was technically going to be under there. But because of that little fleck, now this is your winning card. So I know that you love that little story, but I guess you can be mad at that little piece of dirt if you lose this time. So the winning card tonight is black. Uh-oh. I saw somebody in the background through my peripheral vision not happy because red is over there. But I don't know why she's upset. I know she's got at least one black card. So we're going to mix these up. I have no idea. Now there's no dirt in play. So you guys are all responsible for whatever wins. And I have to do the black round 2. And oh my goodness gracious. That is something else. Round 2 vote. I do know of one person that cast your vote round 2. I do know of one person that has recently got a Phantom wallet. They actually went and had me send them some Solana. They just have got some stuff going on. So we do have some new blood. And they missed out on well, actually maybe they're ninja. Maybe they purposely didn't go yet so they could be in for the 100 bills. So cast your vote. We're going to find out if it's round 2. It's going to be a club or a spade. And we're going to end our poll. We had 7 last time. Hey, nobody got mad yet. But this time 2 takes the win. 2 is the winning card. It's going to be a club or a spade. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. What's a tie? All right. Winning card tonight is club again. My lands. Because spades are over there. While I flip these, again, I don't know all of your guys' interests and age and all that, but if you guys are, anybody out there that is a TikTok social media expert, even if you don't have an official content maker status, if you know, I guarantee you know more than me. So as we go to round 2, and we're going to put those clubs on club board, and it is clubs transition over. Yeah, I think the clubs, it was 2 or 3 in a row, and then last time they didn't, and then now we're back to clubs. It's kind of crazy. So round 3 vote. A 1, a 2, and start. But hey, guys, with this Mitecoin medal, I want suggestions. I want to come up with maybe a little intro jingle. I was freestyling a little bit with the daycare kids, and I'm not gonna lie, but they kind of grinned and said that my cool factor went up a little bit because I impressed them. Now, granted, they're only like 7 and 8 or something, but I'll take it. But yeah, all that stuff. It's kind of how well, I guess put it this way. I know I'm mumbling between, but I still want to this is kind of going through my brain. I want to share it with you, especially if you're giving me some of your time. I'm just going to steal a little bit more, but the way that meme coins work, right? They try to come up with something that kind of they can blast on social media. And it's cool, and sometimes it's very creative, but ultimately, remember, it's still just to get new people in so that the people that have been hurt can get out, right? That's the nature of it. With us, I mean, the cool part is I'm literally finding money in the ground. So, I don't know. Again, I know it's a broken record, but there's something there. right? I mean, be honest. All right, round 3. 7 votes again. We haven't lost anybody. I appreciate you guys not being salty if you've lost. We're situation here. We've got number 1 with 57%. We've got Sweet Pea. Whoa, Sean, hello. Where'd you come from, bruh? Trying to do a double winner? We got Wait, There's Money in here. We got Chicken Girl. We got Willie. And we got Cody. And we're going to find out if I can get this card. Okay, here we go. Winning card is number 1. And it is high. It is a high card because low is there. So we got a lot brewing here, folks. We have a lot brewing. So here are the cards. Mixing them all up. Round and round. Nobody knows. Whatever. And let me find this high club and see how this looks. This is really getting interesting. We are going to do round 4 vote, and we have a 1 and we have a 2, and we're going to start the poll. So now we've got a lot of stuff. We've got Sweet Pea and Wait, There's Money, who've never won. We've got Sean, who literally is about ready to be like, yes, I will win again. And we have a train coming. So this is so exciting. Will the train be the, sounds like, as you can hear, I may mute it for just 1 second because I got a guy that likes his horn. Hang on. You might hear it a little bit, but lately, and you might even hear the fact that he's going like 800 miles an hour through town, but it is what it is. So, yeah, we've got Sweet Pea and we've got Wait, There's Money in here that have never won. We've got Sean that's looking to drop the hammer 2 in a row. And we've got 15 turd men that want to beat everybody's butt. With that said, let's find out who's going to win. And 7 votes. You guys liked it so much last time, you're going to go again. And now it all comes down to this. Final vote before the finals. Round 4. If it's odd, we have 2 no winners versus 5. And if it's even, we've got defending champ versus 10 turdmen. The winning card tonight is odd. Oh my goodness gracious. And that's even. So this just got crazy. So let me see. High, odd clubs. That means we're looking at these guys. The 9, the jack, the king. Those are the odd ones. I know it always seems weird to me to think of the jack as odd, but that's just the way it works when you start coming up from the ace. So one's going to go here. One is going to go here. And one is going to go here. And this is getting crazy. So we have high, odd club. If I can find it. Hold on. High, odd club. This is the board we've all been waiting for. Sweet Pea versus the Turd Men. Oh, Sean, you just missed it. You just missed it, bruh. You were about ready to get 2 in a row. You just got knocked out. So, here we go. Final vote. And we have a 1, and we have a 2, and we have a 3. And I'm kind of nervous because the final vote is live. I don't think I've seen Quince in here. Sometimes he makes it, sometimes he doesn't. But as a reminder, just so you know, starting last week, because somebody among our fellowship actually would have won $60, but they didn't get tuned in because they were on vacation. So I've started this new award that everybody's going to get a bag. And so, actually, I guess everybody in the whole fellowship gets the bag this time because it's a woulda, shoulda, coulda bag. But now we're going to find out who's going to win this one. If it is Sweet Pea, she's watching, and so she earns extra Mitecoin. She's not going to leave anything on the table. I don't think I've seen Quince on. So let's find out. I'm getting a little nervous. We have 8 votes, and number 2, wow. I'm very curious how you guys is thinking of it, but I can tell you one thing right now. Nobody, and I mean nobody, liked number 1 here. That got exactly 0%. So, if it's a 9, unfortunately, Sweet Pea remains a non-winner. Okay, if it's a jack, then the poops are gone. And if it's a king, then Quince is gone. Okay, here we go. Are we going to say bye to the turds with the jack or bye to someone in our fellowship? The biggest loser tonight is, I'm so nervous, is, hey, guys, do you understand what just happened? You just eliminated guys, you beat 130 turd men. This is a glorious night. I told you, Mitecoin Metal is going to change Mitecoin completely. Here we go. Enough suspense. Somebody's going to win. Is it going to be Sweet Pea for the first time ever? Or is it going to be, wait, there's money in here. Here we go. The winning card tonight is number 2. And it is... Oh, my goodness gracious. I'm so sorry. Oh, Sweet Pea, I am so sorry for you. Oh, guys, that is painful. I'm going to write this down so that I don't, I'm so sorry to say that, but we witnessed the tragedy tonight. Obviously, yeah, that's exactly right. And Skylar spitting the truth. So, hey, I know I've kept you long, and I'll tell you, normally I lead in here, with our share question. I'm totally going to do a share question, but here's the deal. I'm bouncing on a couple, and I know it's going to seem weird to you guys, but I really want to make sure I ask the right one. Okay, I know it seems silly. So I can tell you that I will be posting probably before I go to bed tonight. I'll be posting the share question. As always, you be sure to jump on and grab your card for a free card, because obviously Quince just won it. If hopefully he'll give us some content. You'll obviously get a card for being free. You'll get a card for watching right now. And hey, guess what? You get a card for answering the share question. So I will add that hopefully tonight or tomorrow, and we'll get Quincy to let him know here on Telegram. And then I want to pray us out, guys. I want you guys to have a blessed weekend. I want your families to be watched over. I want you guys to feel God in your life. I want you to, whatever you're going through, I want to make sure that I'm lifting you guys up. I know that it doesn't get a lot of traction. I know Karen shared a little bit in our prayer request on Telegram. I want to encourage you guys, everybody listening here, if there's something, and even if you don't want to share it generally with everybody, send me a private one, and I'll just make sure it gets out there, and it doesn't have to be who it is. I trust. I'm trustworthy with your confidence. It'll end with me and stay with me. But anyway, I want to encourage you to utilize that. I want to lift you guys up in prayer. I thank you for giving me your time on a Saturday night. I thank you for jumping in when I ask you to do something silly and share $1 with somebody that you may not even know. I get that's kind of upside down, and I thank you for hanging out with me for over a year, and hopefully that we can use this Mitecoin Metal aspect to generate some more interest and get some like-minded people to join in blessing each other. So anyway, I want to bless us or pray us out, and so you guys can get on with your night. Father God, I just come to you right now, and I just thank you for another week that we can get together online and just use this technology to connect and build our fellowship with one another. And I just pray, Lord God, that everyone listening would feel your presence in their life, that they would draw close to you, and that they would know that there's not a single question that they cannot bring to you, and that you are big enough and strong enough to handle anything that they might want to bring to you. And I just pray for their covering, their physical covering, Lord, for every single one listening and everyone in this fellowship. I just pray that you would guard them and protect them from any sickness, strengthen their bodies, and help them to fight anything that they're struggling with. Just pray that you would give them control over everything that they need to control, and that they would seek your help and your strength to do that. And I just pray that you would guide them in every decision that they make. And I just pray for our families, Lord. I pray that we would be strong, we would have strong relationships between husbands and wives and children and parents, Lord, and siblings and friends and co-workers. And I just pray, Lord God, that anyone that follows you would represent you well in every encounter they have. And I just pray that I would do that, and I just pray that you would help all of us to do that. I just pray that you would be with this silly crypto project, Lord. I pray that it would honor you. That's my heart's desire, that somebody that may not have ever thought of you, or that have not thought of you in a long time, that they might this might trigger them and rekindle that love that they once had. And I just pray that you would stir hearts, Lord, that somebody that's never known you, that I just pray that this would bring you to their attention, and that from there you would make yourself known, and that they would respond. Just be with us this coming up week. Keep us safe and strong and healthy. I pray that we would make good decisions to represent you well. And I just thank you for this time, Lord. In the name of Jesus, I pray. Amen. So, all right, everybody, I appreciate it. I will say that I had a blessed week with my son-in-law and daughter and granddaughters. And I know that my wife got to see some more interaction with the cousins when she took them back to the airport. And just as old toot grandparents, we are blessed beyond measure, and we are just so thankful for our family. And I just pray that you guys are feeling that blessed as well, for wherever it is, whether it's friends that love on you. And honestly, I know it may seem silly, and I hope that everyone out there does have somebody that they can physically touch, obviously, or just interact with. But guess what? That's not always what people have. And that's really also one of my heart's desires. There's people out there that I know it maybe seem odd to us, that they might, really be connected to a group online. But guess what? Short story before I end this. I know I prayed and you guys are saying I clickbaited you, fake news you. But I'll say that before we moved up here, right? So 25 years ago, when the internet, quite frankly, was in, that's how old I am for you young kids. I had a coworker who was devastated. He was a burly monster of a man. I mean, most people were he just Hulk. And he just broke down, obviously quite out of character. And he asked I could come to his house. And so basically, long story short, guys, literally his wife ran off with somebody on the internet, right? So there was, I know it seems a strange story, but there are that many people out there that are searching, that they would be willing to pack up and leave their families for somebody they meet on the internet. So if there's people out there on the internet looking for somebody, I hope that our fellowship is that person or that group, and that we can love on them, and we can take care of them and not take advantage of them. So that's ultimately what I'm hoping for. So anyway, thanks for letting me ramble. Be thinking of Mitecoin Metal. Be thinking of getting your free cards. Be thinking of all the people you can tell about Mitecoin and all that stuff. So, all right. Catch you later, guys. Bye.